It's time for todaysstocks.com with host Pat Bolland.
Joining us now is John Ricci. He's the President and Chief Executive Officer of Danavation Technologies Corporation. And John, maybe we should start by going through what your background is. Tell us a little bit about what you've done in the past.
Great. Thank you very much, Pat. I'm John Ricci. So I started Dana Industries in 1993. Dana Industries is a retail supplier. We manufacture anything from shopping carts and baskets to our main product line, which is on-shelf visual merchandising signage, such as shelf talkers, wobblers, blades, and danglers. So we've been in the retail landscape for going on 30 years, selling to a lot of the top North American retailers, big box stores, corporations. That's been ongoing since 93. In 2018, we incorporated Danavation as part of Dana Industries to take a lot of our customers who have been asking for what's new in the landscape, what's new, what's different, how can we change things up, taking them into the digital world with digital smart labels. And a digital smart label is a little device, battery powered, wireless, that displays product pricing or information or anything that you'd want to send in real time to either a store or a point of contact wirelessly through a central command, which would be head office supplying information and pricing directly to 100 stores, for example. So in 2018, we incorporated. About a year ago, we had interest in Danavation about going public. 2 months ago, we went public on the CSE under DVN on the exchange, and it's been a ride. We're getting a lot of incoming inquiries. We have a dynamic marketing team. We have a great sales force working real hard to get our name out and to do things the right way. One of the things that makes us different is that we were founded and grounded in North America. So we're a Canadian company, and we design and manufacture our own hardware and our own software.
Okay, but you're in a competitive environment. How broken is the paper labeling, I guess you would call it, industry out there that you're trying to replace?
Wow. So I worked in retail in the 70s, so I'll date myself here. And, nothing's changed since. So paper labels, perfed paper, sticky notes, peel and stick. If you go into a lot of retailers, you'll see shelves and data strips and just profiles stacked with, 2-for-1s, 50%, 25%. It's just over and over. It's just a paper overkill. It's a very, very tedious task. It's labor intensive. It's error prone. It's just an archaic way of doing things in today's age. I mean, it's something that should be automated, and by automating it, it would free up the employees in the stores and the other areas to do things that are important for the retailer, such as servicing customers and making sure products available on the shelf, offering product demos and product information sessions. So we're not eliminating any labor. We're just giving people, more important tasks to do in stores. And it's all about stimulating customers and improving the buying experience. And I think the goal for retailers is to increase sales.
Talk to me about what a smart label actually is, a digital smart label, because 20, 30 years ago, there was RFID, radio frequency identification. What is the technology behind these labels?
So we're a cloud-based system, 10-year battery life, little devices anywhere from 1.5-inch to a 9.12, so tablet size. That tag sits on the profile in a store. There's a remote access point, a gateway, or a remote computer system. So at head office, you control your pricing. You set up all your batch pricing. You send all your information. In the past, you'd be sending information directly to stores for the store manager or the file manager to print, perf it, separate it, and give it to employees and have them do the SKU changes. Or you send out that information in a batch to a third-party mail-out company that does the same thing. Ultimately, it comes back to the store for implementation in a labor-intensive environment. So what that DSL does is it takes that information pricing, anything that you want to send in real time directly to that system or the unit automatically. So you can update pricing in a matter of minutes across the board, across North America, across a province, across a city in real time, and make changes again in real time. So you're eliminating the whole in between of file management, batching a head office, sending it to stores directly or third party, like I said. But what you're getting is a nice, clean, wireless operation, no wire other than the base stations being wired to a server internally. But at shelf, it's a wireless system, and it's all cloud-based. So you're getting your signal from head office to your base station to the tags on the shelf, instant update.
There are retail stores around the world, for goodness sake. What is the market opportunity? Where are you targeting? Are you looking at medium-sized businesses or big box opportunities? What's the market opportunity?
So interesting question. So when we started Danavation in 2018, the obvious play for us, because we are in retail with shelf signage, was the retailer that sells food. That was the obvious because of price changes and SKU changes, etc. What we've noticed in the past 6 months to a year are the vertical markets that have been opening up to us, i.e., healthcare, distribution warehousing, military bases, animal shelters and hospitals, pharma manufacturing facilities. So it hasn't just been retail food that has stimulated our growth. We figured that the market in North America is about $5 billion. Worldwide is $14 billion. And we're taking into account the vertical markets that we have opened up and we are in the process of opening up. So we feel it's a massive market.
Okay. Then there must be other people looking at this kind of a marketplace. What's your competitive advantage?
Our competitive advantage, so I've been doing this for about 30 years, like I said, with Dana Industries. I know the North American marketplace very well. I know the retail environment very well. What we are different than anybody else is we were founded in Canada. So we're a Vaughan-based company, so North American-based company. All of our tech team and our software and our designing is done internally here. What we feel is we offer our customers is home field advantage. We're not a distributor. We have competitors. Everyone has competitors in their business. Our competitors use, as far as I know, distribution networks to sell their products. So they have distributors. The head offices are out of the country, and the distribution network is responsible for peddling the company's wares and selling their product. Knowing what I know about North American retailers and my experiences, having the service, being able to answer the phone, going where you have to immediately. We have a 3-hour time change to the west, 1 hour to the east. That's about it. But our whole tech team being based here and our whole design team being based here, our sales force and marketing, we control the whole gamut of our operation from our head office. That makes us different than most of the companies in the marketplace.
John, you talk about a call center, and I can see how servicing can be done on a remote basis. Do you need boots on the ground, for instance, to do installations?
Of course you do. I mean, I'm old school. Boots to the ground is face to face with the customer. Large installations, you have to have an install team, which we do. But we're also developing a system. You take a small pharmacy, for example, and we've done a couple. The whole idea will be with them spec the job online. We know the various shelving systems that these companies use just because of our experience in retail. So it's easy for us to spec a data strip that we manufacture to match the store's interior to fit correctly, supply them with a 1.5 or 2.1 or 2.9 or whatever size they'd like, and create a system that's a do-it-yourself system, which would enable us to scale a lot larger in a shorter period of time. So we have a great software platform that we're just finishing developing for that market, where we can basically take a store complement, send it off, and offer them through videos and instructions a do-it-yourself install.
John, it's exciting. It's an exciting time for you because you're publicly traded now. How do you see the future of Danavation unfolding? What's the most exciting aspect?
I think the most exciting aspect is the adoption rate in North America is really small. It's about 4%. Europe's a lot larger. We know that it's a technology that's needed and it's a disruptive product to what's happened in retail in the past, which is paper. So we're excited at the prospects of getting our name out and having the adoption percentage increase and having opportunities with these customers to show how good of a company we are. And not just retail, it's the vertical markets that we're looking at that, every couple of weeks, something comes up across our desk from a customer asking if we could, do ABC with their technology, and can we figure something out to help them solve an issue that they're having. So there is various pain points in retail. Of course, it's labor and the tedious task of changing pricing, but in other industries, there's different pain points. And going digital, there's a good chance we can come up with solutions. So we're really excited about, future opportunities and getting our company bigger and taking a bigger market share.
John, we wish you lots of success. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Pat.
John Ricci, President and CEO, Danavation Technologies.